Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac. I'm thinking I'm going to play a random run today, and we got Isaac. This is like my ideal random run, most of the time. I think I might prefer Cain runs in general. I don't know, I prefer Cain runs for a little bit of variety, I suppose, but that's about it. Do I really want to lose almost all of my health just for the privilege of having picked up 3 flies and found the shittiest secret room I could possibly imagine? I mean, I guess because I did it, the answer to that question is yes. And our pill is a range upgrade. So let's just, you know, we'll be clever Hollywood accountants here and say that we traded 2 consumable red hearts for a range upgrade. It's not technically true, but if you look at it over the fiscal quarter, that's basically what we lost and what we gained. You add it up or subtract it together. That's probably not how you would ever utter that phrase in real life, but it ends up, you know, giving us an accurate depiction of our losses and our gains. Now, are 2 red hearts worth a range upgrade? Not really. Range upgrades strike me as, like, probably the most unnecessary of all the upgrades, all the attribute upgrades anyway, except maybe luck upgrades in a variety of situations. There are situations, I guess, where range upgrades are meaningful, but as is, I think I've never really valued them. Oh, this is not worth a whole lot for us. I've never really valued them highly, but I think I've valued them right now lower than ever before. So I'm gonna just use Book of Shadows once, and then we'll pick this up, and we've re-rolled it to Little Chad, which is better than nothing, and at the very least, getting Little Chad for the cost of absolutely nothing except for my own hard-earned time and frustration means that if we end up fighting Chad later, we'll end up picking up a vanilla boss room item. Now, that doesn't mean it's a good thing to get Little Chad, but Little Chad has his uses. I consider him a pretty bad boss room item and probably a very bad item room item, but at the very least, that was very close, at the very least, by, you know, getting him, we'll get some extra runoff red hearts. We can use those runoff or, you know, surplus red hearts in order to play blood banks more. And Little Chad may end up basically being a glorified monetary gain for us. Or maybe we end up getting the blood bag as a result of his efforts. Or maybe he ends up keeping us alive or something like that. But for sure, I'm not thrilled that he's my first upgrade, but we have him now, so there's not too much else we can do. And we got Cat of Nine Tails as a result of our first boss fight. So this is probably one of the less great first floors I could ever possibly imagine, but hopefully we manage to turn it around on the next floor. First things first, we're gonna need a gosh darn key. Luckily, there is a champion here, and I should be able to... Oh my god, he takes more hits than I thought he would. I had a feeling he would give us a single penny, because that's what champions seem to give more than anything else. But, there we go, we got a key back from it anyway. So, oh, free compass. Okay, all is forgiven on this run so far. Let's pretend the last floor just didn't even happen. And we'll take our compass. Hopefully our item room will be good, but even if it isn't, we'll have a reroll available just in time. And that should allow us to still get another reroll for the boss room or a deal with the devil room. And if we get a deal with the devil room, then we could foreseeably get a very good item and start building what I would consider to be a workable run. So, you know, 1 lost floor is not the end of the world. It's not great, but certainly could be worse. With 1 key, I think it's fairly obvious where we're gonna go. Fat Odd Mushroom works pretty well for me. It's an HP upgrade, which we were sorely lacking from the last floor, but additionally will also be primarily useful to us as a damage upgrade. So I'm psyched about that. There is a Tinted Rock here, and we're back to full red heart health, which is important for maximizing our chances of getting the deal with the devil, I think. I'm just looking, though, and I'm hoping that there's no more rooms with no enemies. And there are, of course. Wait, but you know, I didn't actually use a reroll, so I don't need to worry about making sure that I have a reroll for the deal with the devil, because I already have a reroll approaching for the deal with the devil. So we should be okay in that regard. Let's just hope we're going up against a boss who has a chance to give us a vanilla item. Fighting famine wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but it would be far from the best thing in the world as well. And the second key, could use it on the library maybe, but I don't think it's necessarily worth it. We could use it to open that golden chest that dropped, but I don't think it's necessarily worth it. Lots of things not necessarily worth a key right now. You know what is worth a key? Item room or shop on the next floor. And without a bomb, we're definitely not finding our secret room in all likelihood here. Could go to the library. There's an argument to be made, of course, for, you know, exhausting the item pool of all of the books so we can use it as a double item room later, effectively anyway. But I don't know if I'm confident enough in my ability right now to use as many rerolls as possible for the rest of this run to make that work. Maybe if I had something like Nun's Habit, 9-volt battery, etc., etc. No damage taken pretty much guarantees me a deal with the devil, I think, anyway. We got the pentagram from the boss, maybe the best boss item. And then 9 lives and Whore of Babylon. Both of which are situationally okay, but I re-rolled them regardless, and I'm not thrilled with either of the items we got as a result. Super stoked about the pentagram, but I don't really want to pick up, you know, a 2-heart Brother Bobby. That's super cost prohibitive. I'm tempted to open that, but I'm not going to. Yeah, like a 2-heart Brother Bobby is just crazy. And 2-heart Book of Belial means, I mean, a 0-heart Book of Belial is already bad because we have to give up the D6 for it. So a 2-hearter is just like, am I trying to actively make things worse on myself? Sometimes, yes, but not this time. But anyway, the pentagram is a huge get for us, so I'm excited about that. We'll just see if there's a little bit more money around here. If one of these poops drops like a dime and a half, or a dime and a nickel, I suppose, I might be able to go to the shop, but as is, I think we can be reasonably content with an HP and 2 damage upgrades on that floor. That's about it. We've given ourselves a better chance of getting a deal with the devil on the next floor, I suppose, but, you know, apart from that, nothing truly major, positive or negative, but the items we got are very nice, even though I would love some more HP upgrades. So, Curse of the Lost means we should have a bigger floor than usual, but luckily we've started closer to the item room than usual. It's the Razor Blade. Razor Blade is, terrible, basically, but in 2 more rooms we will have a chance to get our first reroll done. And what I should definitely do as well is make sure to check out the curse room when I have a reroll available, just in case there's a free deal with the devil item in there. Of course, like, the ideal for us is a guppy item that I don't want to hold on to, but I want to take to become guppy, and then we reroll it into a better item to begin with. Or a better item to finish with, I guess I should say. What item do you guys finish with? I'm sorry, that was gross. Now, I'm going to take damage here. Let's just accept it. The sooner we hit, like, that Zen level of acceptance, the better it is for us. Then we stop having that, you know, cognitive dissonance that becomes, so mentally taxing. Reroll the Razor Blade into Mom's Knife. Sorry, I'm going to take it, because I always take it, and, Mom's Knife is an incredibly good item for us, especially when you don't even get it from a deal with the devil room. It's even better because you don't exchange any HP for it. And we can't really afford to lose too much HP right now. Now it would be amazing if we started getting deals with the devil, or sorry, deals with the angel for free in addition to our already great kind of setup from a damage and offensive standpoint. Alright, health down is a shitty pill, but at least we know it exists, so we never take it again in a more inopportune scenario. Might as well go to the boss room just to see if maybe this is where I want to use my rerolls. And, oh, just be cool. Should be fine here. Almost took a little damage. That could be a Joker card. It's not 2 of spades, though. It's 2 free keys, which could be very useful. 2 or more, at least. The only time it'll only give us 1 key is if I grossly misuse it and, you know, pop it when I only have 1 key, which is, like, objectively the worst way to do it. Don't think I'll earn a special deal here, but on the bright side, I did get some extra HP, which is very much warranted. Now that we've got a reroll, we'll take it down to the curse room here, and it's starting to feel, I wouldn't necessarily say like an automatic run, but it's feeling very good, as you might expect. We got a Spirit Heart and a couple of pills. One of these is a range upgrade, I think. Oh no, never mind. I thought it was an all-white pill, but it's not. We have 2 of spades. Yes, I remember that very well. And Tears upgrade. Sure, that's fine. Mostly at this point, I'm looking forward to this mini-boss up here, which I am gonna assume, let's go out on a limb and say that that's probably Wrath. And then maybe we'll be able to get Mr. Mega or something like that, which would give us 5 bombs, maybe allow us to find the secret room. Then we can use 2 of spades to go to the shop. That's me theory crafting, like, the best possible outcome for ourselves here. Now, just hang out at the back. This is an easy room as long as we treat it properly. I just wanted to go through this room just in case there was another, you know, compass caliber item in here. There's no such thing as another compass caliber item. Compasses, at least for, like, the shop item pool, in kind of a league of its own, I think. There's no crying in Isaac. Well, when you have Mom's Knife, there isn't, because you don't shoot tears anymore. Most of the time, there actually is a great deal of crying in Isaac, especially in the comments. I digress. All right. Arcade on this floor would have been awesome, but also very nearly impossible. And I had a feeling we'd fight Wrath. This doesn't make me any kind of super genius. Wrath is a very frequent kind of enemy that shows up there, especially early on. I don't know, I think he's probably the most common mini-boss, like him or Pride, if I had to guess. I never seem to run into Lust outside of, like, the chest and Cathedral rooms. I run into Gluttony now and then, which is great, because Gluttony is probably my free ability to fly. That's remarkable, actually. I love running into, who was I talking about? Gluttony, because Gluttony is fairly frequently a dropper of the HP upgrade, which is amazing, and yeah, I'm never gonna complain about running into him. Wrath is fine, an easy fight at the very least, and just trying to think about what I should do here. I don't think we should go to the shop on this floor. I think we should just head down to the next floor, basically, and see what happens as a result of that. I could go to the floor here, but I don't think there's any point in it. Sorry, the shop here on this floor, I should say. I don't think there's any point, though, because it's pretty unlikely that I'll be able to buy anything. But next floor, that can happen. And we might end up getting, who knows, you know, like 10 keys on the next floor, and then 2 of spades allows us to get an extra 10 keys, which is a huge surplus relative to just blowing it to get 2 keys. So, this is a very important floor for us, Caves Part 2. I don't anticipate any problems. I mean, we're on the 4th floor. We have better than starting health, Mom's Knife, and the ability to fly, plus a bunch of damage upgrades. That's not unprecedented, but very, very good. But what I should do, I was hoping there'd be like a red heart drop there, no such luck. We'll start milking, basically, the opportunities that this floor presents to us. So there is a boss trap room, as you can see. What this means to me is that I can gamble the bejesus out of my existing health to gain access. I'm trying to think of what the best way to do this now is. I guess we'll just take the blood bag. I'm glad to have it. I don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth there, but I thought... well, not thought. I wanted that to actually last a little bit longer before it paid out, which is a shitty thing to complain about, but then we would have gotten enough money guaranteed to go to the shop and been able to go to the boss trap room as well. So 2 of spades is good. We already had that, though. The sun card is the new one, and that's fine. It's not incredible for us right now, because it means that we are forced into using our 2 of spades card, but it's incredible later, which is why we'll be taking it with us. So... just making our way to the boss room right off the bat. Luck has definitely been on my side so far. Emperor card is not going to be taken out of this room. Not going to be taken out of this floor, I should say. And the situation, the niche situation that I brought up as a hypothetical earlier has actually come true. I've been taking an awful lot of damage on this floor. That's just me being a little bit cocky, so just be cool about it. We'll stick with Jesus Juice. It's a great item. We may be able to bomb our way into the secret room. I don't know. We need to see if we get one more penny first. I guess I could just blow up a slot machine and probably get it, but whatever. 2 of keys is definitely going to be used on this floor. The only question is when. Alright, that actually worked out. I still don't want to use 2 of spades yet. Reason being, I know we're wasting reroll chances, but I don't want to waste keys at this point. And if I use 2 of spades now and then we pick up a key on this room, then I'm maybe a little bit of an idiot. Let's check out our curse room, because we have rerolls available. Oh, our secret room will allow us to gain access to the boss trap room. That's very important. Or very nice, at least. And that is a staggering amount of money that will allow us to purchase anything we want, basically, for the remainder of the game, more or less. Inside of our mob trap room, we have an HP upgrade, which is well worth taking, I would say. And our bosses are basically just going to be wiped out right away. I don't know how much Jesus Juice is going to help us out, but any damage upgrade when I have Mom's Knife seems like basically a no-brainer. You know what? Let's just get over this hump and we'll pop 2 of spades. Gives us 2 keys. Bum Friend is kind of terrible. Reroll it into the blue candle, which is also, you know, I mean, it's great, but I can't really do anything with it. I don't know why I bought it there. I guess I bought it so it wouldn't show up later. Maybe we'll get another reroll pedestal, but I highly, highly doubt it. Mostly just me not paying attention as closely as I should have there, but that's okay. We have more than enough money to feel alright with the way things are going here. Didn't really mean to spend 25 cents on that floor, though. And we'll see what we've got going on in our item room. We have no more rerolls available, so buying Blue Candle was very, very stupid. And Magneto is also awful. Not always, but oftentimes, and especially in this situation where we exclusively would rely on our ability to fly to accomplish stuff like that for us in the future. But anyway, we got an HP plus damage upgrade on this floor, plus another HP plus speed upgrade in the form of the blood bag. So, again, the game continues to be extremely nice to us. 0 keys remaining, which sucks, but we do have a sun card as well, which may end up being something that actually helps us win the game. We're already in a basically winning position, I think. But certainly it could get even winninger, depending on the items that we're able to get. So it's going to be another big floor here on Curse of the Lost. But that's okay. Damage that I take is borderline meaningless to me at this point. Hopefully we'll end up finding a key on one of these rooms. I don't know why. Like, someone should run the numbers. Someone probably already has, if I'm being honest, about the frequency with which champions drop certain items. It seems like, certain consumables, I should say. It seems like single penny is, like, by far the most frequent drop. Which would make sense, because it's probably by far the least valuable consumable in almost all situations, but that may vary depending on how your run is going and what you need. There's another champion here. Let's do our anecdotal study. No, he dropped a tarot card. If that's justice, I would be thrilled. It's not, but we got a key anyway. And I popped the magician card just because it's never going to be useful for us anyway. I know this is inefficient re-rolling, but I'm going to take my re-roll into this curse room right away, just in case there's a re-roll in here, or a necessary re-roll opportunity in there. There isn't. Now we'll go back to our item room. And reroll that, and try to stay at full health or as close to it as possible, because we do still have Deal with the Devil chances. Shop would be very nice to go to as well, but I imagine we'll be fighting a mini-boss in there. So, Peeper's Eye. In some situations, I would end up taking Peeper's Eye, but not in this one. We can afford to reroll not amazing items in favor of trying to get amazing items, because we already have a very comfortable run here. It's not like one mediocre item is not going to make the difference between like survival and death over the next few rooms. That's for damn sure, hopefully. Unless I make some seriously gross miscalculations in the efficacy of this run right now. Be smart, that's good. Another key means we are going to be able to go to the shop. Mostly at this point just farming rerolls though. And our boss on this floor? I don't know, doesn't really matter to me. We'll go see it because I would like to use the rerolls effectively, I suppose. But no big deal. Hopefully we'll get an arcade on the next floor as well, because Little Chad, again, is most useful when used in conjunction with something along those lines. We maybe will make our way up to the shop now. I imagine we'll be fighting Greed, but if we're not, a 9-volt Nun's Habit battery or map would be a nice pickup, and maybe Mom's Purse as well. We don't have any trinkets that would, you know, synergize at all with the Polaroid, but it might be nice to have them regardless. That was some pretty terrible play there, but at least we found a Fortune Teller, which I'll play once, and it paid out with a Spirit Heart, and then I'll blow it up just so we still have enough money to go to the shop. And it gave us our cent back. And we're back to full health, so that's alright. Up and Adam is gonna take us into the next room. Still hate these enemies even when we do so much damage. And kinda wish I'd saved the 2 of Spades key, or card, I should say, because we're rolling in keys right now, but it's hard to be too salty about that. I had a feeling this would happen, and you know what? Because Judgment is here, and we have so much money, I will end up playing him right now, and we also have a reroll available in case he drops something that is terrible, but he could, you know, realistically drop the map, which would be very nice for me. We'll give it a little time, though. That's a red heart, which we can't use. Hopefully we'll never be able to use. And ideally he would just give me a good item, of course. And HP upgrade is a good enough item to feel good about. I don't know, take a shot every time I say good. I came up with a new drinking game this weekend, and I haven't played it myself because I don't, you know, want to die, but here's you're playing bro-op shooters with your friends, play Titanfall, and take a shot or a drink, probably a drink if you want to live, every time that any voice in the game says, be advised. There have been times when I've been playing Titanfall, and I like, you know, I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls 2 as well, as you can probably imagine, but I've been playing a lot of Titanfall as well to kind of unwind from the difficult parts of Dark Souls 2, and I like it a lot. I think it's a really good game, even though, you know, obviously the contentious issue about it is that it doesn't have a campaign mode, like a fully fleshed out campaign mode anyway, but I digress substantially here. There are times when, like, NPCs or, you know, the AI that talks to you actually stumbles over its own words telling you to be advised. Like, it'll be like, be advised! There's a hostile be advised! Your Titan will drop in 20 be advised! 2 hostile Titans, and you're like, Jesus, I'm advised, okay? You don't need to get on my ass about it all the freaking time. So, we got Little Gish from fighting Gish. I hope that we fight Krampus. We don't fight Krampus, but we get the Pact, which is good, and we reroll Guppy's head. Quarter is not good. And, you know what? I think at this point I'm just going to leave this floor. We did what we needed to do on this floor. Depths Part 1 has been very good to us, I would say. The Pact is an item that I'm happy to have. Let's make our way back over to what is likely going to be the last shop, and definitely the last item room that we end up encountering. There was some stuff to do on that last floor. We could have gone to the arcade. Or sorry, no, the library. I've got very different ideas about where video games are played, I guess. But yeah, we could have gone to the library, but I didn't really want to because we didn't have a reroll remaining, so we'd take 2 items out of the rotation. La-di-fucking-da. Now, we will be able to go to our item room, of course. This will exhaust our last key. We can buy another key in the shop, which is something that's definitely on my list of things to do today. I don't call it a to-do list because I just say toodaloo to to-do lists. I don't know where I was going with that one. Alright, Monster Manuel or the shop for reroll candidates. Well, Monster Manuel is one of the worst items in the game, bar none. But the shop has some of the best rerolls in the game, so I thought that we'd take the habit instead. Seems like a very good idea to me. Now, I will start generating some more rerolls, I suppose. I would love to be able to go to the boss trap room. It may or may not be plausible. It's probably, I don't know, we'll see in a second, I guess. It might be adjacent to the secret room, theoretically. Cats, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll take a look, and then if there's anything to stress out about, I'll let you know later. When I was a kid, sometimes I would, be home alone. I'd be like 11 or something, and I'd be scared. I'd be like, what if we get robbed or something? What am I supposed to do? As you get older, you realize, what are your parents supposed to do if you get robbed? The same thing you would do, just like hide in your fucking room and hope that they don't find you, or care about you, I guess. But my parents were always like, don't worry, the cats will protect you. And even, as you can tell, I was a pretty sheltered and naive 11-year-old. But even in that mental state, I was like, you think this fucking animal can protect me from anything? Look at it, it relies on us for its food. It can't even feed itself. No. Evolutionarily, this thing, maybe it could be a killer. It could kill birds or rodents or something like that. But this house cat, you're asking this house cat to outsmart and or overpower an adult person, male or female, with bad intentions. I don't think it's gonna happen, is all I'm saying. I know cats can be vicious. I just don't see it happening. That's my hypothetical there. By the way, if you're wondering why I have the Fool card, I thought it might be pretty obvious, but I might as well go and state it anyway for those of you who are not familiar. Well, we might as well go back and reroll Monster Manuel, or Chocolate Milk, I guess. The Sun card is what we'll end up taking out of this floor, but the Fool card does give us a chance to get a deal with the devil after the mom fight. Will it be important? Maybe, maybe not. I would take the Mark. I would take Common Cold. I would take not too much else, to be honest with you, but there you have it. Necronomicon. It's terrible. It's real bad. Not universally, I guess, but definitely really bad for us in our situation. Book of Belial, we had the option to pick it up earlier. That could have been a fun one to run with Nun's Habit, but I like having the D6 instead. And we're probably not going to get to reroll that one more time. We might. It depends how many times I get hit, I suppose. And I definitely could have prioritized libraries. Ooh. I definitely could have prioritized libraries and then gotten like double item rooms. But, I've made my bed. Now it's time to lie in it. I mean, I shouldn't feel too bad about the way that this run is going right now. If I had to guess, our damage is super nice. And we will be basically on our way to the boss room here. Yeah, I'm just going to fight the boss because if we want to reroll, we have one already. Otherwise, I would have gone to the item room first, but that last room before the boss room didn't actually contain much of anything. That was super easy. So, the coin purse is rerollable in my mind, but I'm going to Fool card out first. And what we are going to do is go check out the chance for a deal with the devil room. And oh my god, Ruka, what's the problem? Ruka! And then he's getting camera shy now, I guess. Anyway. I would love to get 5 more cents to buy another key, by the way, but do we have a deal with the devil? We do! And I should totally take the Polaroid and not be a big idiot about it. Yes, this is exactly what I was just about to say, believe it or not, is that I really hope we fight Krampus, because that kind of takes the guesswork out of it, and we can still use our reroll for something in the item room. I think I'm just going to take the coin purse and we'll see what we get here. These are new, and they're puberty. That's a health downgrade. And what is our blue one? Friends till the end. So I basically got friends till the end for killing that boss. Well, that's great for me. I'm pretty hype about that. I guess I played the slot machine by accident. That was silly, but also kind of irrelevant, I guess, for the most part. Hopefully. Let's see what we are able to get from the remainder of these rooms. I didn't think there'd be so much stuff still around down here. We'll go reroll Necronomicon one last time and then move the F onwards, which I'm very excited about because it's been annoying. I'm guessing this is the secret room? It is not. So if you're playing this at home, don't put your bomb there. That would be really silly. That is the Sun card, which is the most valuable card maybe in the entire game. It's probably situational, but it's got a lot of very, very good situations associated with it. There is our secret room. Secret room has the unicorn horn. Why not reroll this instead? I kind of like the, yeah, sure. I kind of like the secret room item pool, so getting the Ox interesting, but obviously not going to do too much for us right now, and maybe never, but at least if we die in a terrible accident, we can always get our life back and have another stab, literally, at the late game bosses. So we have the compass, we have Mom's knife, we have the ability to fly, we have good damage, we have the Sun card, we have the D6. We're very much set up for a good future here. We just got to actually make it happen, take that chance and turn it into a reality. So save our keys for now. Curse rooms are basically an automatic at this point, even if it costs me a spirit heart to go in. It's well worth it, I think. Your mileage may vary, but it's not like this is a, well, I mean, I guess all runs in Isaac are kind of seeded, but it's not like you can test the seed out for yourself unless you're really good at guessing a random number generation. If so, you probably want to, like, get a job in, like, national security or something like that, as opposed to, you know, just watching me play the Binding of Isaac. Just go make something of yourself. But let's see what we've got down here in our, well, probably one of the worst curse rooms of all time, but no skin off my scrote as we get ready to fight Utero 1's boss. Just not Horseman of the Apocalypse is pretty much the ideal outcome for us here, with a maybe side of Deal with the Devil, if theoretically, well, it's definitely theoretically possible, but if it is literally something that could happen here. Who are we fighting? We're fighting Double Loki, which is, you know, pretty darn easy considering the damage that I'm doing. Double Loki can sometimes be annoying. This is not going to be one of those times. And the speed upgrade gets rerolled into Squeezy, and you know what? Those 2 Spirit Hearts are probably the most valuable part of that by far on a run like this. So, if we find the curse room on our way to the boss room, I may go to it, but otherwise I think I might just steamroll Mom's Heart, because we're very close to it. Mom's Purse would have been really good in hindsight, because Mom's Pearl was there, which would give us more Spirit Heart generation. Really, Spirit Hearts are going to be the only thing that could kind of F us up a little bit here. If we don't get enough of them, we'll end up having maybe a little bit of a hard road, but I don't really anticipate that being a major problem, considering I've taken basically 0 damage so far. 2 of diamonds. We'll pop it right away because there's no reason to keep it, and go fight Mom's Heart, a fight that I expect to be excruciatingly easy. That'll do it. We'll put a bomb down. I actually shouldn't even waste a bomb if I can avoid it. Or I should use bombs only for the boss section, like Monstro. Man, Ruka is going crazy. What is up with that cat? But for now, disregard. Focus on killing Mom's Heart. It's a very easy job so far. And we're done. All right, up to the Cathedral, which I expect is going to move very quickly as well. It's been a very quick run. Curse of Darkness means that our Sun card is completely worthless on this floor. Ruka? Ruka, what's up? It's okay, just went to get some coffee. She didn't forsake you forever. She's already back? I don't understand what you're so salty about. I'm actually going to use the Emperor card instead of the Sun card, and my reasoning for that is, you know, it almost makes the run a little bit more difficult, which is a good thing, because I don't need to make things necessarily easier on myself at this point. But also it speeds things up a little bit, which might be nice. I could go back for the Sun card, but because we're on, you know, Curse of the Lost or Curse of Darkness, I don't know whether these, you know, the Sun card is 8 rooms away, or like 1 room away, or, you know, half an hour away, or maybe it's just right next to me. Who knows, right? Now I'm starting to feel like we should go back for it, but keep in mind I do have the Ankh. Anke! I'm just gonna go down to the next floor. Because the Ankh is basically, it's kind of like a full health in a weird way, if you don't think about it too hard. Out of these, I'm gonna take Demon Baby, and everything else is gonna get rerolled. Demon Baby is good enough for me to pick up. Skeleton Key might be useful. I'm gonna doubt it, but it might be useful. All the other ones are rerollable. What makes Skeleton Key potentially useful is the idea that I could get more golden chests on this floor, and then I could open them, but I don't know if I'm gonna get more golden chests. I guess we'll cross that bridge as we come to it. Could fight Greed. Greed will doubtlessly drop an item, so why not go for it? I mean, it's probably gonna be an item that I don't necessarily want, but it should be an easy fight nonetheless, so I don't really mind going through with it. There we go. Oh, he didn't drop an item at all, but he did drop 2 bombs, which is, I would say, worth my time. Alright, so again, Skeleton Key is a maybe right now. Now these guys, despite the differentials in slow here, should be able to at least either keep them in sync or kill one before they get out of sync, which is the important part. Just making sure that, at worst case scenario, you only have to deal with 1 Monstro too. Alright, we're gonna reroll all 3. Lemon Mishap, the Relic, and Lard. Lard is an easy pickup. I think the Relic might end up winning the game for us. But Lemon Mishap is something that we're definitely gonna reroll the crap out of, because it's just not useful. Ever. Except, you know, if we end up having that, or having to choose between that and the D6 for the boss fight, I guess we end up taking Lemon Mishap because it's objectively, you know, something that can actually have an effect. But the world card, yeah, we'll pop this so we can just see where we're going. Gertie, I expect to be easy. Please don't let my hubris get the better of me here. So far it's been a pretty easy chest, but that can change quite drastically quite quickly. What are you looking at, Ruka? What are you looking at? Poison Touch. Yeah, okay, so I guess we'll cash out with Poison Touch. It won't give us a better active item, but it will give us the ability to do some poison damage when we run into the enemy, or when we run into the late game boss. And even if we die, as long as we die on the blue baby fight, I'll feel good about the way that the run is going, because I'm pretty sure one Onk play is going to be enough. Onk play. I don't know why Donkey gets me every time. But anyway, pretty sure one Onk play is going to be enough to beat blue baby fairly easily. And we have another, you know, reroll available here. And I'll use that on Yumheart, even though Yumheart could theoretically be pretty useful. And there's a good example of the relic actually doing what I wanted it to do. Monstro 2 is not very good. Sorry, not Monstro 2. Monstro's Tooth. Very similar. But we might want to take it, I guess, considering we don't have anything else that we want to bring into this fight, except for the D6, which is obviously not really that useful as an active item against the final boss. So we may go for one last reroll. Or we might just go into the boss fight, I guess. I don't know if Monstro... You know, if you use Monstro's Tooth, it might actually fall on me by accident. But whatever. Let's get these guys. Hey, there we go. And then we just... Oh, I didn't expect that part to work. Okay, let's see. No, Monstro does fall on Blue Baby. That's good news. And I think we're basically guaranteed success here. Should probably actually get a little closer. If I'm going to take damage anyway, might as well maximize my damage output. You know, we're going to get a little permanent Polaroid invincibility here, and that's going to be our saving grace, I think. There we go. We won, and the Monstro's Tooth actually did our dirty work at the very end. I hope you enjoyed that run. I enjoyed that run. If you did, make sure to show your support by clicking the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Hopefully, next run's a little bit more difficult, but as is, I enjoyed that run a lot, and I hope you did too, and I'll see you next time.